The life force of your bond. A power like light itself. Unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Dyad in the Force, episode 107, the first of 2023. I'm joined by, of course, my Dyad, Choco. How's it going, Choco?
Hello, I'm Darth Choco, and we are the Dyad in the Force. we're working on getting it perfectly in unison. We'll get there.
Hey, we were good
process.
that one.
Yeah, that was good.
We have a very, very special guest, one of our favorites. And Danielle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Danielle, written in the Star Wars on TikTok, and Danny S394 on Twitter. I had to think about that for a bit. I'm excited to be here to talk about clones.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, Danielle is the first person to get me to read a certain subsect of fanfic, and
Oh, what was that?
I'd never journeyed in there before.
What fanfic was that?
There was a bar. Wolf was there.
Every wolf fanfic ever.
We'll leave it at that.
Is that how it starts in every fanfic? There's a bar. There was wolf.
Right, usually.
Yes, Rule 34. I know. But you know what? It's okay.
I forgot about Rule 34 until Overwatch 2 came out, and then every now and then people were like, "Oh, check out this Overwatch thing," and you're like, "No, that's not."
This is why we screen links.
Yes.
Shout out to all the clones except Fox and Crosshair. What's up, Chris? How's it going? How do you feel about that, Danielle?
You know what? Well, I have to preface this by saying that I've seen the first 14 episodes. So I am just talking about, obviously, the first two here. And you know what? I don't appreciate crosshair slander. Ever.
Wait a minute. You've seen all of season 2?
Not the finale.
Not the last two episodes, no.
Dang.
Shout out to Temple of Geek. They're the reason.
Right on. Man, I thought I was past the point of feeling envious, but nope. I'd like to get to a point where I could damn near watch the entire season.
Yeah, every time I think we're doing good, I'm like, they doing better, But the rising tide raises all ships, and I love how much love they're giving to content creators here on our little platform.
Yes.
And no one's more deserving of it, so that's also awesome.
So thanks.
I would feel bad if they let me watch it because it's not my favorite show. You know what I mean? Like
This is
Yeah,
true.
I get it. It'll never happen again for me. So I'm it had to be one thing.
I'm not ready to give that one to you. I think you have some a bright future ahead of you in terms of the clone stuff.
No, thanks.
I like that a lot of what's happening with promo and people getting some opportunities. I like that for the most part. It is people that I recognize. It's people that are mutuals of mine in this community, and it's not like the usual suspects. So it lets me know that they're watching. They're paying attention to these voices, because these voices are the best voices in Star Wars. And I've been saying this for like the past 2 weeks now. Choco's probably tired of hearing it. Like, I'm gonna call it the fandom debt now, because we, as lore masters, we're dealing with knowledge debt with 40 years of like YouTubers just espousing paragraphs from Wikipedia, and no one there to kind of keep him in check. And now, so we have to make videos constantly. We have to retread old ground. And it isn't a thing of like recycling content. It is a thing of like people are still asking these questions.
Yeah.
So there's a fandom debt now, and our community is going in hard, letting Lucasfilm know, you got some people that love Star Wars. You got some people that love the clones.
Yeah.
I do have a question for Danielle though. Objectively. Sorry, I like to misuse objectively because it makes me sound stupid. Who is objectively the worst clone?
Oh. You know what? Sandwich clone. From Bad Batch season 1, episode 1. The one who makes fun of Omega and the rest of the batch, and they get into the food fight.
Oh yeah.
That's a good call. That is a good call. I know.
Just a quick follow up. Is that on a scale of like to like least, or is that a scale of like to dislike? Do you dislike any clones?
No, I don't. But I do want to. I do want to add that I don't think that all clones are inherently good, because I feel like that dehumanizes them. I think they all inherently start at a disadvantage because of their position in the war, but I don't think that they're all inherently good. But I do like all of them.
Pep, who do you have on your clone low list, as well as everyone in the chat?
Clone low list.
Yeah.
Well, you know where my faith is right now. Crosshair is my favorite batcher. In terms of regular clones, I liked Jesse for a while, until season 7 came out. So I'm gonna be a basic bitch and say Rex for the high. For the low,
am I gonna have to edit Jesse's girl for Ahsoka and Jesse and then make everyone sad?
last time I made a Jesse video, all the comments were like, why did you have to do that?
The pain.
There's pain all around. Well, you know what? I think I deserve that, because I did use Burying the Dead like music in that. So it might have been, hey, here's a profile on Jesse, but then the music was like, they're all dead.
Here's the music that played at his funeral.
Yeah. I think my low list is Fox is in the Coruscant, right? He's the guard.
Coruscant guard. He's the one who unfortunately kills Fives.
Probably Fox, yeah. Oh man, he killed Fives for sure. Fox.
Okay. We got Obi-Shawn in the chat saying Slick. Yeah, he betrayed the Republic for the Separatists. You know, I wish you hadn't heard that. Like, yeah, he was kind of a dick, and also proves that they're not all inherently good. Star Wars Lore also says Fox. Let's see here. Let's see, we have Cody. Was the one who betrayed them to Ventress. For me, I'm going to give it to Bly. I'm gonna say Bly because the way he did Ayla was the opening scene of RoboCop. Like, you didn't have to go that hard. He just like, she's already dead. Let it go.
I feel like Danielle would have loved to trade places.
Listen, if I ever got to be around the clones, I would gladly trade places, regardless of how that ended for me.
Interesting. Connor says reading your thumbnail was a tongue twister. Listen, you can thank Choco for that one.
What did the thumbnail say? I'm sorry.
Bad Batch back.
Oh yeah.
Guess who's back?
Bad Batch back.
Surprise Element hasn't seen Gree. Hasn't said Gree. He was gonna order 66 Yoda. I don't have to say Gree because no one's gonna order 66 Yoda. Are you kidding me?
You will try.
As soon as that order came out, I knew Yoda was already onto them. Like he's just sitting there on the treehouse, and then like they get the order, and he's like, "Yeah, I know."
R.I.P. Gree. He didn't stand a chance.
Nope.
He'll never be the head of a major corporation.
Which makes me, who's the clone that shot down Plo Koon? Because that was the worst. That was the worst offender.
We don't really know, to my knowledge, because that was not a member of Plo's Bros.
Nope. It wasn't the Wolfpack. I don't think it was even the 104th. It was a different battalion that he was leading. We don't know where the Wolfpack was at that time.
Which makes it even worse. Because Plo was a great pilot.
Yep.
And some duder, Dude McDuderson shoots him down.
Yeah, Jag shot him down. We don't know who sent him the order, because I think he got the order from someone on the ground, from one of the clones on the ground. We don't know who that was.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how good of a pilot you are. If your wingmans just turn on you, you know, like... Yeah.
This is true. This is true. But still, I mean, like, I put Plo up there with Yoda, and if Yoda could have sensed it, Plo would have sensed it too. I don't care about Ki-Adi-Mundi. He can get shot and ambushed all long-lived day, but Plo would have been like, something's going on with this guy that's supposed to be my wingman is in weapons envelope right now. This isn't gonna happen. But I digress.
Ki-Adi-Mundi is like when I play Overwatch and I run in as a tank, and then like no one else comes in and it's just me, and I'm like, come on,
Oh, yeah.
come on, guys, like,
Where is everybody?
where are you at?
That'd be funny if in Battlefront you could do that as an Easter egg. When you chose a Jedi hero, all of your clones could just friendly fire you.
Oh, God. Awful.
I mean, you know. Let's get through some announcements first. Battle of Jeddah. That came out this week. How many of y'all listened to it? Danielle, you listened to it yet?
Not yet. I have to have the book in front of me when I listen to audio dramas. I just can't focus. So I'm waiting until
Same.
next month.
No, same. I'm a read and listen type of person, especially when it helps to go at like 3x or 2.5x. It just helps me retain to listen to it and also read along. It is tough to do the audio dramas, especially when I'm like typing in my Bible and I'm like, sea rocks. How am I gonna spell you? Yeah.
Well, I mean, personally, I really enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest audio drama fan. I prefer audio books to audio dramas because a lot of times on audio dramas, the exposition feels very unnatural. But that didn't really feel like it was the case in this book. It was just really well done, and yeah, I enjoyed it. And even though another thing that kind of gets me, and it's my own fault for listening to so many Star Wars books, when you can very clearly hear who is talking, you know, like a lot of these people have X amount of voices, you know, and sometimes that can be distracting to me, and I didn't feel that here either. Like in Tempest Runner, you know, Markion's dad was Darth Bane, and it was just weird for me, you know? Like, it was just the same voice that Jonathan Davis used for Darth Bane, and I couldn't separate it out of my head. And so, yeah, I thought it was a really good job, and we will be covering that here on the channel soon. So, yeah.
Yes.
Look forward to us deep diving.
Brings us to another announcement. We are revamping our Dyad book club. It has really suffered, and which is completely our fault. We've just kind of forgotten about it, but we like the initiative of letting people read along with us. We're doing a book a month, and we're going to cover it just before Dyad, I think on the first or the last Saturday. Well, we still have to talk about the details, but essentially, if you have trouble keeping up with books, or if you want to read a book and you can't decide, read the books with us and discuss it with us, and we'll do that. But in terms of
if you read a book, you can always check out older versions and listen to our thoughts and share your own and in the comments and stuff like that. But yeah, one of the old challenges was wrangling people in order to actually be part of it. But now that we have this kind of new setup and we're having people call in and stuff like that, we can make it a lot more fluid. And also the old book clubs ended up being like, sometimes we'd hit like 3 hours because so many people wanted to be involved. This should be able to kind of lower that. So yeah, we'll see.
Circling back to Battle of Jeddah, I enjoyed it too. And I think one of the more common problems with an audio drama, and this isn't unique to Battle of Jeddah, it's just audio dramas in general, is whenever you hear exertions, you don't know what's going on. Audiobook.
And you're like, huh? It's like, this soup is really good, and you're like, huh?
We're in a fight, really. At least with audiobooks, you get the pros with it, and then like you can hear some of the background noises, but like in the audio dramas, it's just like you hear the lightsabers ignite, and then and you're just like, what's going on? I have no idea.
Okay. Now, one more on the same line, and it's mostly my own fault because I also listen at an accelerated speed. But people say things and then they laugh after the thing they say, and then when it's faster, they don't. It's just. It's just
I got
really
this. I got this for Christmas. It's a music box. This is, and now I can properly reproduce how it sounds at the end of a book at 3x.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget the speed until music plays, and like, and it's like when you're playing Mario and it speeds up, and then you have an anxiety attack. Yeah.
Another announcement. Let's see here. Ubisoft came out with something, teasing a new game that will be centered on the player's choice and customization, open world. And I just have to say, I have one thing to say about this. If you're going to make people able to go down the dark side, I want them to commit 100% on the canon notion of corruption, where the game is like, just for example purposes, the game is like Mass Effect. You have dialogue options, right? And then it's all about player choice. Once you start going down the dark side, the game starts choosing for you, and you lose your agency, and you have no choice but to do certain things. There might be like milestones and pivotal moments where you have a choice to kill or not kill or do something, but essentially I want the game to replicate the feeling of corruption where like you're losing yourself. And so like there might be a moment, like a story beat in the game, where you don't want to kill somebody, but you kill them. You're like, but I didn't want to do that. It's like you're corrupted by the dark side. You don't have a choice, right?
You know what? Okay. Here's the mechanic. It's a dark light meter.
Please don't give us the meters again. I'm just kidding.
No, but it's depending, like if you're starting to fall to the dark side, when you get one of those either Paragon or Renegade options, like it being a Mass Effect, it's when the timer ends, wherever the meter is your choice, or if you tap out on either side. But you start going down the dark path and the meter's being pulled, and you have like a quick time where you're like trying to push, you're like, no, don't kill him. And it's like, oh, no, sorry, you did.
Oh, yeah. No,
like you're struggling against the pull to the dark side.
So like you have to repeatedly press X and to get to the light side. Yeah. I like that a lot. But essentially, I want them, if you have the choice in this like highly player customizable game, if you have the choice to go into the dark side, I want that to be prevalent.
Yeah.
I don't want people being like, oh, I'm going to go dark for these two choices, and then I'm going to stop because I got Force Lightning. And I'm going to do the rest of the game on the light side. You know what I mean? I hate that.
So what's funny is I didn't read the whole article because I offended myself with the article I wrote. How did you do that? But one of the interesting parts is there is a comparison to No Man's Sky. Like, 'cause in the game No Man's Sky, you get a ship and you can fly it out of atmosphere into space and jump to different planets and different systems and stuff like that. And that would be really, really cool. And so hopefully that happens. But yeah, the thing I found, so I'm reading the article and it's like, we don't know if this is going to be an amazing game like Knights of the Old Republic or a forgotten failure like Masters of Terrakasi. And I was like, hold on. Masters of Terrakasi is not a... How dare you? Listen. I still remember all my inputs with Arden Lin. I still remember the major, oh, sorry, I'm just thinking now. Han Solo is broken in that game, by the way.
But it is largely forgotten.
Choco's gonna exit out.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Can't have it all. We've got some games that nobody even knows of that'll never go on an RPG's top 10 list. RPGs of all time. Like, I'll never see Suikoden on any of those lists. It's always Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem, and what's the other one? Like Chrono Trigger and all that stuff.
Speaking of which, how sick would it be to have a Clone Wars Fire Emblem type game?
I wish.
I want a Clone Wars.
Yeah, they had what was the old Clone Wars game they had for like the Game Boy Advance, and I never got to play that. I want a like revamped Clone Wars game. I think it would be really cool. I think a lot of people would be into it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd absolutely check it out. I'm not putting myself, past any of them. We do know, along with this one, there's still 3-4 more Star Wars games that are in the works. One of them is a thing made by a tactical turn-based studio, the same one that did XCOM, which I was actually I've downloaded Star Wars mods for XCOM. I was going to play that on stream and name all the characters after all of y'all people in the community and see what happens. But
I would like a Clone Wars game based on Suikoden. Now, if you're not familiar with this JRPG, the story essentially follows a kid whose parents was the thing, but he comes back and the whole point of the game is pulling together and gathering the stars of destiny. There's 108 of them, and you go through the game meeting a whole bunch of unique and vibrant characters that you recruit to your army that are part of the Stars of Destiny. And I feel like in the Clone Wars, you'd be recruiting clones and unique characters to your cause, and you have wars, you have battles in it too, and I think Suikoden, look up videos on Suikoden if you're interested, but I think it lends well to the Star Wars formula for sure. But we do have another announcement, and that is not necessarily an announcement, but we did get some rumblings in the rumor mill about John and Dave's newest thing going into production, codenamed Ghost Track 17. Do we have any ideas on that? I mean, the immediate thing is Ghost, right?
Yes. However, there has never been a naming that was that on the nose before. Like the fact that that's the name almost leads me to believe that it couldn't possibly be that, but then I also wouldn't put it past Dave to be like, they're gonna think that it's not that because we said it. You know?
I would love, yeah, I don't know. I always take things like, is it certain that there's something in the works?
It's a rumor. I mean,
It's a rumor, yeah.
it hasn't been confirmed. They don't comment on that stuff, right? It's just
Yeah,
rumor.
yeah,
But,
obviously, yeah.
But the code name is something interesting to speculate on, because
Yeah.
I feel like voices such as Choco and others in the community don't want Ahsoka to be. I don't want Ahsoka to be a Rebels sequel. Although I'm calling it the spiritual successor because they're starting off right where it ended.
Yeah.
But if they're going to do one, they should do one, right?
Yeah.
Where it's the Ghost Crew. I think like Ghost Track 17 doesn't really track with Ghost Crew, but it could be Ghost Crew about Rebels, away from like Ahsoka and Sabine and their story. It could follow Jason and Hera and, you know, Chopper, and although Chopper's going to be in Ahsoka.
I mean, if we have something where it's Ezra who is like trying to teach Jason who his father was and stuff like that, while they're on, you know, the ship and trying to find out if Jason is actually Force sensitive, and it turns out he's not, but he's like a badass pilot, and then I'm thinking some things.
Yeah.
What do you think, Danielle?
Yeah. I would really like that, because I agree. I don't want Ahsoka, and I don't think that Ahsoka will be a Rebels sequel. I get kind of frustrated when people call it that, because I don't think that's the point of what it's supposed to be. I think that they will be in there because they're a natural part of Ahsoka's life and her journey. But yeah, I agree. If they do a Rebel sequel, it should be focused on what the focus was for Rebels. And I think it's possible. I could see it happening. I wouldn't be against it. I always want more Rebels content, so that would be fun. But again, I take your point of them being like, why would they name it so close to that? Like something that would be so obvious. This is the code name, but who knows?
It's one of those things that you do where it's like they might think this is way too obvious, but they also might think it's way too obvious. And like steer away from it.
It's like when you have one of those nightmares and you're being chased and you're like, I'm going to hide over here, but they'll expect me to hide here. So you run past it and you're like, no, I'm going to go back there because they wouldn't expect that I'm back there. And then you fall down and you can't stand back up and you get tortured or whatever. Anyways, I have weird dreams.
That brings me back to Lord of the Rings. That'll take you past Isengard. It's like, oh yes, you know, the closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm. It's the least they'll expect.
That was an Irish accent, not a Scottish one.
Oh really? My bad. I'm not. I don't profess myself an expert, but yeah,
Daniel lives over there, so you can't sneak anything past her.
No.
I'm curious what would have happened if Danielle met Sawyer in the early 20 days.
Young is in the chat. Young, you do have an open invite to join us. I wasn't sure if you would be able to join us for this discussion on Bad Batch, but you have the invite. And as Kenny says,
Cassian Ender.
just for but yeah, you have the invite. Feel free to join us if you want to join in on the conversation. We are also taking live calls if you want to call in as well. The more the merrier, especially when we get to the real fans with no game. That's going to be a fun one. Let's see, are there any other announcements? I think we covered all the announcements this week for Star Wars in general. Do we want to do a clone of the week for Danielle?
Sorry,
I'm sure there's
I had
a different one each week.
A cat clawing its way up my body, and that was mildly distracting.
Hello, Thane.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Danielle, who's the clone of the week?
I've got to give Clone of the Week to Captain Wilco. Pour one out.
I was right. In the reaction, I was like, "Oh, Daniel knows what that is." Let's see. I'll give this Clone of the Week to 5s.
Always deserved.
Okay. I don't know. So we each are doing independent ones. My Clone of the Week is going to be Commander Doom, because I like Doctor Doom, and so does Dave Filoni, and that's literally the only reason he exists, and the reason that his coloring is as it is Commander Doom.
All right.
And there's another person on the team whose favorite superhero is Thor, and so they created Thorn, which is why Commander Thorn also has the wings on his helmet. Mm-hmm. And just to be petty, he made sure that Thorn died first.
It was awful. It was awful death for him.
Hello, Jan.
Hi.
How was your holidays? How was your New Year? All right.
It is good. Trying to find a job is great.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that.
I really get that.
Yeah, you feel me. Also, your chair or your head is being used as Pride Rock right now. So.
Yeah, it happens.
Also, hi, Danielle. I'm a big fan. I'm a really big fan, so hello.
Thank you. Hi. Nice to meet you, officially.
Bringing people together, you know. I actually didn't know that. I invited you two as fans of the clones and fans of Rebels and
we're fans of y'all.
Yeah. So that means you have voluntarily signed up for Real Fans Would Know.
Yeah, I figured.
Which is fine. It's all about having fun. It's pedantic in nature. It's not meant to be gatekeepy. And everyone in the chat is free to take part as well. I think Kenny says he'll be on his break by 8, so we'll see if we can keep this discussion going until then, so that we can get 3 contestants, because this is for a $50 Amazon gift card.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Tommy P says, fun fact: Commander Thorn's Z6 rotary cannon is called Hammer.
Hammer.
I know something else called Hammer. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. Sorry.
Hammer. Sorry, I'm just thinking of Scride again.
Jeez. Okay. Let's talk Bad Batch. We got 2 episodes. What's going on? Guess who's back?
No.
Bad Batch back.
Okay, the joke you just made, and then my brain went, stop, hammer time. And I was like, oh no.
Oh man. Yeah. It could be. It depends on what Danielle wants at the moment.
What? Oh my god.
I think I misinterpreted that.
No, you probably interpreted it correctly. I mean, hey, listen, Hammer.
If you think we derailed, you'd be right.
Anyway.
Bad Batch, season 2, episode 1 and 2. How did you guys feel about them coming back? About this first 2 episodes?
I really liked them. I thought that they were a good kind of natural progression from the second, where we left off in the second season. I liked that there's a time gap and that we don't have all the answers yet, and that we're slowly filling that in. And I also liked how they worked in how Omega is working with the team now and how that's changed from the last season. I loved seeing her improvement with her bow with her bow and learning from Professor Tech.
That was adorable.
Enjoyed all of that.
Tech being absolute mom and in his mom jeans. And Wilco, R.I.P. Good lord, that was rough.
That was traumatizing.
Really that was so bad. Yeah. This show's totally for kids. Point blank murder.
Chris says, Wait, you've read Danielle's fix? No, I haven't. This is purely
Y'all don't
based
need
off
to.
of just
I mean, I read
proximity
Moth to
effect.
Flame. Just saying.
Love Moth to Flame. Shout out to Moth to
That's
Flame.
really good.
Oh,
Like the 4-month break between the cliffhanger and the last chapter was really messed with me.
I know, me too. I was
Choco, you've read
depressed.
that?
No, I don't know
I
what we're
think
talking
y'all
about.
would be traumatized by Moth to Flame. but
Yeah,
it's a
I
great
don't think you
book.
guys.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm ready.
I mean,
You know.
I'm thinking conceptually, moths to flame. Probably has something to do with desire and consequences.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And it has to do with
I'm
clones.
sorry. It's like Rick James' Fire and Desire is now playing in my head.
Just making a whole playlist for this stream.
Turned on.
Don't worry,
my
I'll send you the one I chose to narrate. Hold on a second. Chris narrated one of them?
No, he didn't.
He chose to.
No, he's been narrating. He may not have told you them yet.
That's what he does, okay, on his spare time.
I wonder how Omega, Tick, Rekka, Echo, and Hunter will meet with Crosshair.
I missed that so much. If you saw our reaction, me and Choco both Dyad moment was like, who are you?
Also, my friend Marianne is in the chat, and she's the one that does the music stuff. And she did notice some variations in the Bad Batch theme that we hear playing. And I also heard something in the Omega theme that we hear. Because the first time we actually hear that is when the boys are rescuing them on the cliff, and you do hear a shift from like the major chords to a minor chord. So that got me really freaked out, because as we all know, the music is its own character, and it foreshadows so much and brings everything together. So concern.
What were you guys thinking that meant, that symbolized?
I mean, I think Marianne has one TikTok, I think maybe two, about it. Marianne, correct me if I'm wrong. But just it's ominous. Something's going to happen with the boys, and I think potentially with Omega. I mean, she already lost her innocence when she felt the need to become a parent to the rest of the boys, and took on a burden that she had no reason to. But I think a lot of kids go through that moment, and that's definitely like a small death in childhood. So we get to see her lose, unfortunately, more of that innocence and become an adult, which is going to be really fucking sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. By the way, for anyone who wants to follow Marianne, I'm going to put her TikTok in the chat here.
Go follow. She's great.
Molly.
Yes, she does great music.
She does say, I either think that it's just we see Bad Batch without Crosshair, or something is going to happen. I don't think Crosshair is going to. I don't think anything's going to happen with Crosshair aside from him.
Crosshair's
I'm trying
gonna
not
bite
to
the
look
dust.
at Danielle's face right now because I know how much she's seen.
Well, I have an impassive face. Thank you very much. Hang on. Well, let me get Gregor, the lost cat.
Oh, I love
Gregor the
him.
Loth Cat, huh?
Gregor, the lost cat. Hello.
He looks happy.
Gregor, the silliest and sluttiest member of the guard.
I don't know. I'm holding out faith that Crosshair, there's something left in him to return to the Bad Batch, and I think Echo, something's gonna happen with Echo.
As Harith would say, the last domino will fall.
I hate it when people say that.
No, put that back. I don't want it. I don't want it.
But I gotta ask. So two things happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I specifically want to mention one thing and two ways we can look at it. So we come back to Sereno, and we get to spend time in Count Dooku's lair. And he wasn't standing there wearing his sick ass pajamas. So I wonder if there's more of them lying around. Like maybe next episode we'll see Hunter like, oh, I found these on my way out. So how do you guys feel about coming back there? But also, Tales of the Jedi felt like it humanized Dooku for a lot of people, but he was still a terrible person. And so it's just funny to see that lift him up to be like, oh, he was like against the hypocrisy, and then this is like, nah, he exploited his people for his own personal gain and then died and left his whole planet in destitute.
Became the very thing that he tried to fight.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about both of those things? The new information we have on Dooku and just coming back to his lair.
I liked that we get kind of the juxtaposition between what he wanted and what ended up happening, because I feel like that's a very powerful thing to note, that he ultimately started off trying to do something good for the galaxy and for his people, but the way that he went about it and how the power corrupted him left everything he cared about in such destitute, left it all destitute. And I think that that's a powerful thing to tell.
I mean, we watched him angry at this politician in his first episode in Tales of the Jedi because of how the poverty those people were in because they were being exploited. And same thing in the second episode. And then we look at his people and they're going through the same thing that bothered him so much in the first place. I thought that hit me. What are your thoughts, Young?
I think it just reminded us that he is still very much a bad guy, even though Tales of the Jedi gave more context to his character and made him way more complex than just the bad guy. But it also, again, reminds us, yeah, he was still a terrible individual, and yeah, is really bad. And also with returning to the palace, I just recorded with Jamal today for our podcast, and he was saying how when Wrecker was like, this place gives me the creeps, it's almost as if the, I guess for lack of a say, like the Sith imprint was still in the present in the palace, and that the evil that radiated from him through the Sith just never really is going to go away.
Yeah.
So it's haunted, spooky stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
Picasso.
I mean, I was talking about it, like, I don't know when I was talking about it, but like, no, it was in the reaction. It's just Dooku having such righteous intentions, and then grasps the dark side, and then becomes the one thing that he was fighting against, taking from his people, leaving his people, as Danielle said, destitute in his lands. And, the dark side's never the answer, people. It's the chain. You chase freedom from the chains that bind, but end up in chains that consume.
Yeah.
I actually had a question for you, Choco. You said that this felt more like a mid-season type of arc. What would have made it I guess you'd say a premiere for you, as opposed to like a mid-season type feel?
Well, I mean,
I don't think it's a bad take. I'm just curious, like, what would have made it more of a premiere feel for you?
This episode does, like, there's a time jump, right? But we don't have any sort of inciting incident for what this arc is going to be about, right? The season 1, there was an inciting incident of them coming back. Order 66 happens. People are turning on each other. Everyone's losing their personality. Like, there's just a massive thing that happens, and we have to deal with that. And that's why we need such a long episode, is because there's just too much story to happen in here. And I'm not mad that it wasn't like that. But it was like, what would have been something similar? It's hard to say. I don't know that they could have done something similar. I didn't know what I was expecting. It just, for the season openers for Rebels, for instance, episode 1, we get introduced and we get Kanan, being a badass, like, hey kid, they're all gonna know my secret now, right? Season 2 opener, that Siege of Lothal and stuff like that. Like a lot of those seasons started out with these big old bangers, and this just didn't have that same feel. So I don't know what I was expecting.
I feel like
I'm not mad at it, but
the setup with Fee, Wanda Sykes' character, could have been something more than it was, because it just felt like because to Choco's concerns, it just felt like the call to action was just her dropping in on Sid and being like, I got information for you, and then they're like, okay, the war chest, let's go get it. But
yeah.
I feel like there could have been something more story-wise, hinting at how important Fee is, because I know she's not just a character that's going to drop in and be like, I got info, and then leaves. There's got to be something more to her than just that.
Yeah.
And I initially thought she was part of the Durand family, and I don't know.
You know, now that I think about it, something that could have happened is they could have successfully gotten the war chest. You know, and it would have been a big heist, and they get the war chest, and they're like, we are no longer living paycheck to paycheck. We finally have the means to be a family, to disappear and do our own thing. But we can't do that. We need to take this and go help people any way we can. And that would like set up the arc, you know, and you would know, okay, they're going to be going around to that. There just wasn't. I guess that's
Echo
where
does touch
I
on
could have gone.
it a little bit. You know, he's talking
Yeah.
to Hunter. He's like, we've seen what the Empire does. We're gonna do more.
Yeah.
So there are a couple
Yeah,
of
I
things.
Oh well.
I liked his conversation with Hunter because it did set up what just like kind of how different their viewpoints are right now. And I thought that was what was missing from season 1, because Echo has a very different view on things than the Batch is going to have, because they come from different experiences. And so I really liked that Echo finally said what we all know that he's probably been thinking for a while, is that he sees Rex off fighting for this, and that's what he feels he should be doing, and that's what he wants his brothers to be doing. And I thought that was finally good to hear him say that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And just have a voice in this with the Batch that he didn't have before.
We got love for both Echo and Tech in this episode,
We
which
got
is
Yes.
so much of them. It made me so happy.
Tech.
I'm just wondering if also this
I
is
thought Tech
Tech's,
was done.
not Tech, Echo's way of what's the word I'm looking for? Making up for him being used by the Techno Union. Like, we know it wasn't his fault in
Compensating?
any capacity. I'm sorry, what?
Compensating?
I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Like, just making, but you know, he wasn't responsible for what the Techno Union did to him, but I think he still feels some sense of responsibility for having killed all of his brothers, and now this is his way to make up for it. And also, we need to remember that Echo was essentially the Tech of the Dominoes, just everything by the book, read the damn manual and told them all to read the manual. And then here's a Bad Batch who just goes rogue on every mission, not by the book. And I know that probably made Echo just want to take his cybernetics out and throw them at people. So
I did feel like Tech was gonna, like, during the reaction, I was like, they better not like end Tech here now.
dude, I
was
screamed
so
myself
worried.
when that thing landed on his leg. Also, his leg should have been freaking shattered, not fractured, because like 120 kilograms is like 130 pounds. I don't know what the at what height that thing fell from, the crate fell from, and I don't know what the gravity is, but that's a lot of force on a femur, so it should have been shattered.
They're made of tougher stuff. I will reconcile.
Tech built
that
different.
much.
Get over it.
He built with those
He's
brown
just
eyes.
really strong. That's why he's got all the
that's
all
the
the,
difference
all the
between-
people after him.
Tech and Mimic, right? Sorry.
Rude.
That was so rough.
Yeah, Tech is a power bottom, so he's got more.
He's a lion.
He can. take more never mind. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chris says, I'm worried about Echo because when show starts to focus on a side character and their personality and develops them, then they die.
Echo's not a side character.
No, he's not. Put that back right now.
You heard him, Chris.
Yeah. In the words of Mike Wazowski, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Go sit in the corner, think about what you did. Don't come out until I say.
Rampart.
Sorry, but
I knew that had something had to happen, right?
I knew. Yep. When he didn't show up, the first episode, I was like, something's gonna happen. Like, where is he? Where is this guy? And then when he showed up at the end, I thought that maybe he would let Wilco go. But then as soon as Wilco was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, God damn it. You couldn't just lie? You couldn't just lie and say that you would by yourself a little more time?
He has his dignity. Has his respect.
You know what, though? The thing I really liked about that moment is because I did feel in that moment it could have gone one or two ways. Like, he could have turned and been like, good soldiers follow orders, and still falsified it, right? But we know the chip has already flipped, you know what I mean? And so their personalities are going to develop from that point in time of when it was flipped. So they're going to keep progressing and once again start to spread out like the clones did before. It becomes really apparent why they are going to need to retire these clones. And then again, I think they are going to take the remaining cloning pods and stuff like that, move them to Mount Tantus, because that's a replacement for the Sparity cloning cylinders from the expanded universe, and then that's where Snoke will be developed.
Tommy P, shout out to Tommy P, who said Captain Wilco was shot off a Rampart by Admiral Rampart. Hey,
That can go back, too.
it's like poetry. It rhymes.
No, it's just
That's not
dumb.
what we meant.
It's like, it's so dumb, it's brilliant. No.
Chris says, I'm just saying all the Bad Batch last season, he got the least development. That's side character treatment.
I agree. He
fair.
got the
I go
shaft.
West Sideline last season.
I mean, he had a sweet joke, but other than that, he didn't get much. So I'm happy.
He
The
had
best
two
joke.
quotes. Well, the joke, and then I'm worth more than 2,000 credits.
Yeah.
He is. He's priceless.
He knows his worth.
He made a very very convincing robot. That was cool.
Also, if Crosshair turns back and rejoins the team, is there room for him and Echo? I don't know.
I mean, they work
Basically.
together.
They don't do the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, one is significantly shorter range than the other.
Yeah, Crosshair doesn't have a USB.
Well, and they worked together before
Yeah.
everything went to shit with Order
Yeah.
66. So they all had a place amongst themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like Rampart is like the start of, not the start of, but it's a clear display of the Empire's ambitions and like individual aspirations getting the better of them, because if he doesn't cover this up, we discussed this in our reaction, they deal with them a little bit sooner, right? They're just victims of their own aspirations. Be careful not to choke on your ambitions.
This also goes to show more why when the sequels came out, I wasn't happy with the First Order, right? I was like, I didn't want to do another Empire plot, and then the Final Order. But the more time passes, the more I see what's literally happening in the world right now, and the more we see stuff like Bad Batch, it becomes very apparent why things went the way they did, why Palpatine is already working on a final order or a Sith empire that's perfectly loyal to him, because he built this empire out of the husk of a republic that he forced to be corrupt. So like he had this like, you know, cancerous thing that he used as his vehicle, but it wasn't sustainable, and we're seeing those cracks of, you know, the machinations that he laid seeping in. I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That is like as many contingency plans as Palpatine was known to have. He never really there were always things he didn't account for. And we see that in, I think, the Clone Wars a lot, when he has to like think on his feet about how to get around something that messed up his plans, whether that was
mostly
Padme
Padme.
did. Yeah,
I was going to say Padme.
Padme. Glad we're all on the same track there.
We do have a caller. It's a repeat caller. Let's go ahead and get them in here to talk final thoughts on the first 2 episodes of Bad Batch, and then we're going to go on to the Real Fans Would Know game. Hello, Kenny.
Hello, guys.
Hey, it's Kenny.
Bad Batch back. We have a slot. We have one more slot if you guys want to call in to play. Real Fans Would Know. Of course, you can play in the chat as well, but I'm saying we have one more slot. This game will be for a $50 gift card for Amazon.
Yeah. Though it feels like Marianne has things to share and wants to join. They have not joined.
If you want to join the discussion, you can hit the link in the pinned chat message. You can go to dyadintheforce.com/call.
Join us, Marianne. Do it. I'm peer pressuring you, woman.
Join us, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
We have cake.
Wait, I don't know how. So if you go to dyadintheforce.com/call on like a browser, you will automatically go into the waiting room, and we can get you in here. And that's for.
And Gregor's
This for the
showing
real
up.
fans would know. We're also gonna be playing the Pictionary game.
Look at!
We always
I love
end.
him.
We always end our episodes with the Pictionary game. Danielle loves the Pictionary game.
Oh, great.
We've actually
Don't worry, I'm shit at it too.
we've actually recently revamped it. We've deleted all of like the the memes and stuff, and we've normalized a lot of things. We've taken out the thes. We've taken out a lot of particles that really don't need to be there. So it's a lot smoother.
We've taken out Snoke's body.
What is missing though are a lot of clones. And I'm sorry to say that.
Okay, I got Cody last time, and none of y'all guessed him because I was bad at drawing him.
Well, I mean, I just don't.
At least you weren't drawing phalluses like that one time Choco just drew nothing but phallus after phallus after phallus.
Yes, I remember that.
Sorry.
I can't. That's just where your mind went. I just.
Hey, it's the generation, man. The eggplant's gonna be eggplants. Kenny, did you have any quick thoughts on Bad Batch season 2, 1, and 2?
I did. I'm on the same camp with Choco. It was just another episode. Like it never left. This has been a series that's been off the air for close to 3 years. I'd have figured that there would be a little bit more pomp and circumstance, but there wasn't. It was just a continuation off of what we are already seeing. It was good to see everybody. It was good to see some new characters. It was good to just get some more dialogue with like Echo and Tech, but it was just another episode.
Yep. Best way I could describe it, it's like family visiting for the holidays and they didn't bring anything. Look, I love you guys. I love the Bad Batch, and I love that you're here. and I'm glad you're back. But where are my gifts at?
The
Not
gift
that
was
I'm
finally
like-
seeing Hunter after all that time. That was my gift.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like that. Like, whenever someone asks me, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, I don't know. But you can never go wrong with Star Wars. And that's where this music box came in, and I love this gift. But we do have
Oh, crap.
Phone down.
phone
Yeah,
down.
phone down. Hold on.
Did you lose in the Bermuda Triangle
I
of
should
car?
I should have William Orbit's, adagio for adagio for strings on demand here. Phone down, like Platoon.
Sorry, give me a second.
We do have a caller.
Put you guys over there for a second.
The caller is in. I think.
We got her. Hi, Marianne.
Yay! Hi.
Hi, Marianne.
Hello, welcome to
Hello
Dyad of the
there.
Force.
Hello there.
Hello there.
All right.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on for the first time. Certainly not the last.
Thank
Would you like to introduce yourself for those people who are unfamiliar? Yeah.
Don't move.
Hold on, I'm echoing. Oh, there we go. Hi, I'm Marianne. Young and Danielle know me on TikTok. I talk a lot about music and other weird stuff. But hi, it's so good to see you all.
Your analyses are really great. Just saying, everybody.
Oh,
Hey.
thank
It was
you.
the best music analysis.
We brought
for Star Wars.
Young on for the same reasons. Like everybody that has a great voice in terms of Star Wars, you're welcome here.
Oh, thank you.
But now you're in the butter zone because we're about to play Real Fans Would Know.
I will remember this time to say real fans would know. I will remember
You
this time.
did fantastic last week, right? You didn't do the formal answer, but
You did
But you
good.
did well.
However,
Kenny, I think you ended that with 3 points.
Yep.
It is
And
inspired.
I did recount it. Duxon did beat me by 2. He did get that one with the ship.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Real quick though, before we start, Marianne, did you have any final thoughts on Bad Batch first 2 episodes? But before we move on.
So I wanted to go off on what Young said about music. I prompted her to talk about the music. In season 1, whenever we heard the Bad Batch theme, which was very rare, it was only when they were all together and not fighting each other, but fighting together. And so hearing the theme again in the first episode, where it was slower in a minor key and also seemed really sad and a bit ominous, just made me a little nervous because we didn't have Crosshair with them. So it could have gone one of 2 ways. Either it's because Crosshair is not with them or something is going to happen. And I thought about it more and I was like, it played when we saw Wrecker, Hunter, and Echo climbing back into the Marauders. I'm like, okay, is it about those 3 or are we just hearing a sad version of the theme? But other than that,
More like
I was
an
happy to see
incomplete
the boys
theme?
again. Yeah, I see. That was the route I was going. Young, on the other hand, is like, no, it means something bad is going to happen.
yeah, this is gonna happen. This is Star Wars. We're not allowed to be happy.
I was trying to keep it positive. Like, yes, something bad could really happen, or it just could mean we have, like you said, an incomplete team. Because in season 1, that's the only time we ever heard the Bad Batch theme is when they were all together fighting together and not against each other. So other than that, I was really happy to see them, and I loved that in the first 5 seconds we see Echo just totally
Space plant.
It could be,
Poor baby.
it could explain the rather muted or subdued start to the season. Because then we might get some really like tearjerker moments that
we know something's coming.
Something's
we
gonna
know.
happen.
Oh, my
Something's
heart
gonna happen.
entirely stopped when that box hit Tech.
yeah.
I was like, no, not right off the bat. No,
Not again.
No.
Exactly. Not
Today, Satan.
where are you there
Not,
still trying
not
to
to
swim?
the only person who wears glasses in Star Wars. I don't care. No.
Are they really?
You know what's gonna happen the next episode, right? Like they're gonna be on another mission, and then
Please not again.
No.
Please not again.
No.
I cannot take that anymore. I can't. No, I can't.
Ouch. No. Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. Something's gonna happen. I think. Do we need to make a bingo card as to?
I mean, Danielle has a bingo card. And
Got
I think
one.
Marianne has
Danielle's
one.
got a bingo card started.
She also knows
right?
what's going to happen, so.
I don't have a bingo card. I forgot to make one.
There's a bingo
Oh,
card.
that's
Somebody
right.
has a bingo card.
I actually made a comment on one of your videos, Danielle, about what could happen in this series, or at least this season.
Oh yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah. Sorry, that got a lot.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Trying to get me to tell them, and I said no. I will not like or respond to anything.
All right. So let's get to the game. This is how it's going to work. Choco and I are going to take turns alternating saying statements, matter-of-fact statements in Star Wars. And you guys will have to raise your hands to chime in. And the chat can participate as well, but raise your hand and you will have to say real fans would know and try to correct what you think is the incorrect part of that statement. Again, this is very pedantic, nitpicky, and you know, it's frustrating, of course. But that's the name of the game. It's not meant to be gatekeeping in any way. It's just kind of, it's inspired by actually, and it's purposely like that. And so again, I would like to reiterate, it's for a $50 Amazon gift card. So try your best.
Daddy
raise
needs
your
new
hands.
books.
Did you say it was 2 books?
He needs new.
No,
books.
I need new books.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So let's get started. I'm gonna post these statements on the screen as well. So we're gonna go with the first statement, which is: upon getting captured by Imperial authorities on Naimos, Andor is sentenced to 5 years imprisonment and is sent to the prison facility at Kino 5 on Belsavis, where he meets Kino Loy and Melshi. We have a hand up from Danielle. Go for it.
Real fans would know that is Arcana 5, not Akina 5.
That is incorrect.
What?
We have a hand from Young.
Real fans would know that's called Narkina 5, not Arcana.
Narcina.
That is correct.
I was trying to keep a straight face because I was like, no, you race down Mount Akina and there's, you know, consecutive hairpin turns.
I feel for Danielle so much because
I'm
that
mad.
is, in fact. See, if you had said it's not Akina 5, we would have accepted that. But you corrected with Arcana 5, which is an additionally incorrect statement.
Okay.
So good
I
job
just
to
need to be-
Young. 1 point on the board
Yay.
for real fans would know. And Choco, here's the next statement for you.
In the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine, Obi-Wan Kenobi responds with, "This little one's not worth the effort," to Dr. Evazan before cutting off his right arm.
Gotta go for it, Danielle.
There's no little. Real fans would know there's no little.
That is incorrect.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Real fans would know it's not Doctor, but I don't know his name. I know that's a incorrect thing, but I know that's not his name.
So what is your statement?
That's not the real character's name that Obi-Wan was talking to.
That is also incorrect. Now, I get Doctor is not his first. His first name is Cornelius, but it is Dr. Cornelius Evazan.
Oh.
But You're oh,
On the right track. Go ahead, Marianne.
Real fans would know that it wasn't his right arm. It would have been his left arm that they cut off.
that is also incorrect. But we're right there. We're dancing on it. We're dancing on it, and Kenny's gonna be mad. Kenny's gonna be so mad.
Young, you've got a try on this one. You've got an attempt if you want to make a guess.
I have no guesses.
Can you say the statement again?
Sure.
In the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine, Obi-Wan Kenobi responds with, "This little one's not worth the effort," to Dr. Evison before cutting off his right arm.
Danielle.
They don't cut off Dr. Evison's right arm. Real fans would know they don't cut off Dr. Evison's right arm.
That is correct. So he says the statement to Dr. Evison, but he cuts off Honda Baba's right arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it.
All right.
No,
1
because he
point.
knocks the gun out of the doctor's hand, but he actually cuts the arm off of the other dude.
Yes.
Yep. Guys, we're on
You'll
the
be
right
dead.
track. Right track. So we got 1 point on the board for Danielle, 1 point
I
on the
was so
board
mad for you.
for Young.
Damn it.
Chris in the chat was saying real fans would know it was his left arm. Wait, real fans would know he cut off his friend's arm. So Chris was on the right track as well. So good job,
Chris
Danielle
got it.
and Young on the board with 1. Next statement. In The Force Awakens, Rey touches the Skywalker saber, causing her to enter into a Force vision that shows her many images. Her as a young girl on Jakku, the hallways of Cloud City, Luke looking upon the ruins of his academy on Endor, and Kylo Ren stabbing someone along with the Knights of Ren. Kenny?
Real fans would know Luke was not looking at the academy on Endor. He was looking at the academy on crap. It was mentioned in freaking season 2 of Mando. Damn it, I can't remember the damn planet's name. I'm bad with planets.
Well,
I know it's not Endor.
We aren't necessarily requiring you to say what the correct answer is. So you can phrase that in a way that would be, if you can phrase it in a way that would be correct, I would recommend it.
Real fans would know that it is not the academy, or he did not look at the academy on Endor.
We'll give it to him. That's correct. It is on Ossus. So that we have 1 point on the board for Kenny, Young, and Danielle. Good job, guys, so far. Chris said real fans would know that she didn't see Luke in that vision. She did.
You would have recognized him as Luke, but
Yeah,
see his arm.
All right. So we got 3 people on the board. This is good. This is very good. Choco's next statement.
In Return of the Jedi, Palpatine scolds Vader by saying, "I told you to wait in the shuttle," when Vader comes to the throne room to let him know that a small rebel force has penetrated the shield and landed on Endor.
Marianne.
Real fans would know it wasn't. Palpatine did not tell him to wait on a shuttle. It was a ship.
That is correct. He was told to wait on the command ship.
Nicely done.
Everyone is on the board. Great job, guys.
wow, that one was tedious. Holy
I'm telling you. That's the point of this game. You gotta get. I mean, I can assure you, it's not gonna get as far as like the. It wasn't the, but it is pedantic. So
We're trying to be dicks, but we're not trying to be mean.
All right. Next statement. In Attack of the Clones, Padme asks whether it is forbidden for Jedi to love. Anakin responds, quote, attachment is forbidden, possession is forbidden, compassion, which I would describe as unconditional love, is essential to a Jedi's life. So you could say we are encouraged to love. This is a toughie.
This one did feel kind of mean.
Yeah, now I'm thinking it's mean.
I feel like it's just a word. That's
Kenny.
off.
Padme didn't ask if it was forbidden for a Jedi to love. She asked, are Jedi not supposed to love?
That is incorrect.
Damn it. It's the phrasing. I know it is.
Danielle.
Real fans would know that Anakin doesn't say could.
No, that is incorrect.
Absolutely nothing.
Real fans would know that there is an accent mark over the E in Padme.
That would be way too pedantic. No.
Gotta give that to
I mean, this just means I want you to help write questions.
Do I get half a point for that?
I will say that is correct. It does need an accent, but that is incorrect for what we're looking for. She's not wrong though.
Fantastic.
Listen, don't make us have to get into like the character map on our PC. Like,
There's a word off in here.
Young.
Real fans would know. He doesn't say compassion. He says passion.
That is
No,
incorrect.
I don't know.
Let's go to Chris. Real fans would know he says might and not could. That is incorrect. This one's a mean one.
Yeah.
I might give everyone the point here. Compassion, which I would define
Define.
as unconditional love.
I knew it! I knew it!
That is
Word, but,
Okay, so in my defense, it is a quote, right? So I'm not looking for you guys to comb like what word is incorrect. I'm looking for you guys to remember the quotes. But
It's like
also,
one of those quotes, just like how everybody gets wrong with Vader when he says, Luke, I am your father. No, it's no, I am your father. It's something that you just forget over time, or it gets changed up over time.
the word within the phrase is interchangeable, but still starts with the same letter to trick you.
I would like Chris
It was a
to
good one.
represent me as my
throwing a
lawyer in the case I'm filing against both of you.
She's making
there's
emotional.
no need to throw a challenge flag. I gave you all the point for that. Everybody won on that one.
Chris,
or rather,
Danielle
no
wants
one
legal
lost.
counsel.
Also, I apologize for any spelling errors that I may have sent in these. I don't know if
Oh, is that true? He says might and not could. Did I have that wrong too?
Oh no. I'm talking about myself. If when you do my next question, I sent it to you with a spelling error.
How dare.
And then I'm just saying now.
Well,
But that's okay.
Chris might be right about the previous statement anyway. Well, no one lost and no one got it anyway. So we'll just have to go on. Choco's next statement.
In The Rise of Skywalker, when the civilian fleet aids in the Battle of Exegol, General Pride asks, where did they get all these fighter craft? They have no navy, to which his officer replies, it's not a navy, sir. It's just random people.
Marianne.
Real fans would know that the officer replies, "It's not a navy. It's just people. Like there's no random. It's just."
That is correct.
Nice.
Point to Marianne. So we got everybody on.
Marianne's just got my number. Everything I say, she.
Two,
It's instant.
3.
Marianne came up. I didn't even start reading it yet.
Yeah, you were very fast.
Guys in the chat, give Danielle a point for Padme. Listen. Listen. It's just not the one. It's not the correction we were looking for.
I see how it is.
But we will consider correcting that in the future. I mean,
Oh, God,
yes,
here we go.
We will get detailed in the characters too, the names.
Pep is
Also,
a man
shout
of
out to
half
Naira.
truths and hyperbole.
Here come the bricks and screws, guys. Here come the bricks and screws.
Not that SAT multiple choice logic. We will.
Which
we
of
will,
these is the most correct? Let's see some kind of-
We'll put accents on them, okay? We'll put accents on Padme's name. Let's see. Okay, next statement. Marianne's in the lead by 1 point. And Chris has 1 point. I'm giving him that 1 point for the might and not could, but you're still losing, Chris. Next statement. In Mandalorian, Chapter 4, Refuge, Din Djarin lands on the planet Sorgan, where he meets a former Rebel Alliance shock trooper named Cara Cynthia Dune and a woman named Omera. In the end, Din Djarin helps Omera's village fight off raiders that have been attacking the village using a remnant Imperial war machine. Yes, Chris, you get honorary points.
Oh,
Young.
I think real fans would know Cara Dune was not a shock trooper. She was a drop trooper.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Yeah, I remember them mentioning that she's been called Shock several times.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Danielle.
Real fans would know that it wasn't just Din Djarin who helps Omera's village fight off raiders.
That is incorrect. That's not what we're looking for.
It's not by omission.
Oh.
Kenny.
Her name, it's Cara Dune. Real fans would know it's just Cara Dune.
That is incorrect. Her name is Cara Cynthia Dune.
Really?
Yep. Danielle.
Real fans would know it's not Chapter 4.
You are so that is incorrect, but you're on the right track. I'll give that to everybody.
Wait.
I think
Real fans would know. Real fans would know it's not Refuge.
that is correct. By next week, we will have a limit on retries. I realized that we hadn't set those ground rules yet. We will give it to Danielle. So Danielle,
See, I was thinking it was the chapter that was wrong, but yeah.
it is Chapter 4.
I think we could institute a rule where if we, let you know you're close or whatnot, the person who just answered cannot go again back to back.
I still get this point though, right?
Yeah, she's still.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait,
Okay,
is
so
it?
I think
Is
a
the
better
title like
way-
Safe Harbor? What's the title?
Sanctuary.
Oh, never mind then.
But I think the better way to do it is that you cannot retry back to back. Someone else has to try first and get it wrong for you to retry, if that makes any more sense.
Yes.
But you still get the point. We didn't establish these rules. Good job on that. It is Chapter 4, but it is called Sanctuary. So Choco's next statement. We have Danielle and Marianne up by 1 versus Kenny and Young.
I do have one request. Let me read the question, Mary.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're doing great.
All right, here we go.
In The Last Jedi, Maz Kanata tells Poe, Finn, and Rose that the Master Codebreaker is the only one that can crack the First Order's security shields, along with calling him an ace pilot and a poet with a blaster.
Oh,
Danielle.
Real fans would know that he's not a poet with a blaster.
That is incorrect. Maz Kanata does call him that. Kenny.
Real fans would know he is not the one who cracks the security shields.
That is incorrect for the statement. It is true that he's not the one that cracks it, but we're talking about what she's telling them.
Young.
Real fans would know that Maz only tells Finn and Rose, not Poe, this information.
That is incorrect. Poe is in the room as well.
Danielle.
Real fans would know that she doesn't say he's the only one.
That is correct. Maz Kanata straight up says, I could do it, but I'm busy. Labor dispute.
Wow.
Nicely
Okay.
done.
Good job.
So we have Young with 2, Kenny with 2, Marianne with 3, Danielle with 4. Interesting. And we only have 2 more chances left. So if anyone else, if Danielle gets this next one, she wins. So here we go. Awesome.
Real fans would know there's no statement on the screen.
1 second. I'll try to. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I feel like my next one might be too easy for this group.
Oh, why is it like that? Feel free to vamp.
No, you guys are kicking butt though. This has been good, and it's a fun game.
I like it.
They've been really well written, way better than last week's. Holy crap.
I'm telling Cal you said that.
Go for it. Go for it.
Speaking of Cal, after we end stream here, Cal will likely be on Twitch streaming Squad Up Saturdays. Oftentimes people get to join up and play games with him on stream. Also an awesome group of people, so I highly recommend checking out Cal Forward on Twitch.
Almost there.
Yes.
Now
It was
I gotta
very
check-
close because I can see you at it. I was like, oh, I think he's got it.
All right. I think this might be okay. Here we go. In the book of Boba Fett is seeking to recruit more numbers to his cause as he takes over Jabba's territory. Among those he recruits is a speeder gang of cybernetically modified individuals called Mods, led by Thrash and Scad. Ooh, that was close. Kenny.
Real fans would know Boba didn't recruit them.
That's incorrect. Danielle.
Real fans would know that it's not Thrash.
That is correct. Danielle wins the real fans would know.
Chris also got it
Chris
correct.
got it correct, yes. Real fans would know her name is Drash, not Thrash. But just for fun, we're going to do Choco's last statements. Hopefully it works.
But this one is too easy for y'all.
Let's go.
In The Mandalorian, Boba Fett asks for the armor Din had taken from Cobb Vanth. Din makes it clear that the Beskar belongs to the Mandalorians and was likely looted during the Purge. When asked if Boba was a Mandalorian, Boba confirms that he and his father were indeed Mandalorians.
Kenny.
real fans would know Boba didn't say that. Boba said, "I am just a simple man making my way through the galaxy."
Like my father before me.
Like my father before me, yep.
That is correct.
That's correct. Yes.
Making my way through the galaxy
We would also
with my
accept.
daddy.
We would have also accepted that he only confirms that his father was a foundling.
With the thing on it.
And that his chain
Yes.
code was embedded in the armor.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is no confirmation of any Mandalorian status. Okay,
Which
well,
is really sad, given that the entire Mandalorian culture within universe started with him from a concept.
Yep.
So
Put some respect on his name, damn it.
exactly,
hey, he's
Mandalorian
he's
to us.
daimyo. He's daimyo. I think daimyo is better than a Mandalorian. I'm just kidding.
He's daddy.
Facts. Whoa, whoa!
What did you say, Danielle? Huh? Say it louder for the people in the back.
Mine.
Anyways, congratulations to Danielle.
At
We'll
least
get you
she's
that,
consistent.
We'll get you that gift card here shortly. Thank you guys so much for playing the game. I hope it is fun because we plan to do it every week with different statements. And if you guys have statements of your own that you wish to share with us and include, feel free to DM us on Twitter. And we'll see. We'll get some fan questions or fan statements in there, and yeah, we'll do this every week. Probably not every week. There's going to be a gift card, but we'll find something to reward people with. Maybe like a cookie. I don't know. I made the dark side video, and everyone's like, "But Sith has cookies." I'm like, why does everybody love cookies so much?
Those cookies are
It's
great.
cookies.
Chris will DM me some Lando ones. Right on.
Oh God.
But yeah, we move on to our final decompression segment, which is Danielle's
And with
favorite.
that, I have to head out. I got to get back to work. Pleasure to meet you, ladies.
Thank you for
Guys,
calling.
thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Not a problem. Have a good one night.
Have fun at work.
Hot take. The best cookies. Objectively.
You can't even get through the sentence.
The best cookies are oatmeal raisin. My favorite.
Oh no!
Not the raisin.
I like oatmeal, but no raisin.
I like shortbread
love
and sugar
oatmeal raisin.
cookies.
Sugar cookies and chocolate chip.
White macadamia.
And
nut.
snickerdoodles.
Sometimes peanut butter cookies too. I haven't had a peanut butter cookie in forever.
I feel like you need milk with a peanut butter cookie.
I think you need milk for any kind of cookie.
Mm.
But
Not with oatmeal raisin.
here's a weird tangent. Danielle, do you have a favorite cookie?
I like sugar cookies because I'm basic.
No, it's
sugar
not
cookies
basic.
are good.
Not basic at all. Marianne, what about you?
I like white chip macadamia nut, and my mom makes really plain oatmeal cookies.
No
Okay.
reasons.
I can appreciate plain oatmeal cookies. I just don't know. I can't.
I think she
deal with
puts
the
nuts in
raisins.
them, but yeah.
I feel like
No, no
your
raisin.
first choice, like, called me poor or something. Like,
I get it in Subway.
I actually
no,
never got.
white chocolate macadamia is very good. It's just not the general one I thought anyone was gonna lead with. You know what I mean?
To be fair.
I just know that I never really got into macadamias and cookies, but I love them just as nuts.
Oh, they're good as nuts too, yeah. Just plain.
All right, so we are gonna draw. I'm putting the link in this chat, this calls chat, so you guys can all see it.
Oh,
Just
cool.
click the chat button.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Excuse me. And
Kenny says chocolate
folks,
chip all day,
Folks in the
and
chat
that
as
would
well.
make him basic.
Folks in the chat as well can play as well. And
God damn it, I have an advertisement.
we all get it.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Loud one.
There we go.
All right. Everyone in the chat can join as well. We have Choco Young, Marianne.
There's also these pumpkin ginger cookies that a friend of from high school. Her mom owns a bakery and she makes them. Sorry, I just thought about those.
Oh, I
really
love
good.
gingerbread cookies too.
That sounds delicious.
But they aren't like gingerbread. They're like pumpkin,
Yeah.
and they're a lot softer than actual gingerbread.
Yeah.
Hey, Kier's here.
Have you guys ever seen the cookbook for like what is it, there's a Star Wars
Anarchist?
cookbook.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Kier's
The one
been
I
here.
think it's but it has the gingerbread cookies. It's for Life Day. It's a Life Day cookbook, and they're called Wookiee Ookies. And I made those for Christmas. They're
Love it.
pretty good.
Oh man, the throwback to the holiday special. Oh, that's someone says that like, give me more of those Wookiee cookies, and it's really odd and awkward in the holiday special. So yeah,
But they're actually really good. Like I made them, and they were pretty delicious.
I would have to try it. That's also the sketch where he goes, "Yes, we made them by hand, solo," and he was like, "Oh my god."
That's not even the worst offender. I just realized Kier has been here. I'm so used to seeing Kier or Mandalorian and not the full name. But yeah, it looks like Kier was cheering for Danielle the whole time.
That
have
is
some
awesome. And
Favoritism going on.
Thanks,
would-
Kier.
I'd love to see Kier compete. Kier is quite a trivia force to be reckoned with.
Oh,
True
she would be
facts.
fun. I want to
Oh,
see her. in action.
Kier, if you have time next week to call in, please do. Because we will have another set of Real Fans with No Statements. And it'll be really fun to have you on for that as well. And this goes out to you guys as well. I mean, an open invitation. Dyad in the Force is a fully open show now. So whenever you want to come on, just call in. You got that link. Yeah. Okay. So we got everybody in, including Kier. Let's start.
Hoth. Sorry.
Let's see here. That's not the right color, but whatever.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
There
Yay.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
How do you spell the name? I don't shit. I don't know how to spell it.
Johnny 5. What are you doing here?
How the fuck do you spell it?
I'm assuming.
I got it.
Okay. Yep. Awesome. I was hoping people would recognize the hand guard.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
You okay, Choco?
No phalluses.
No promises. God, this is so stupid. Oh my goodness. I don't even.
Again with the phallic symbols.
Let me. I'm gonna have to pull up a reference.
Jeez.
I know what they look like, but I don't know how to
They?
draw one.
Okay, just making sure. Big Daddy Jar Jar in the building.
What in the
Oh my
shit?
goodness, this is.
What?
Oh, what are those things? Oh shit. Crap.
What are we looking at? What is this?
Crap. I don't know what
No
they are.
idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
This, oh my goodness, this is bad. This is bad. Let's erase these.
What was it?
What was it?
It was a snow trooper. I was going to try and draw him next to an E-web, but there's no facial markings. There's just eyes. And then a big old,
crap. Okay.
It's just eyes and a big old head.
Okay.
And he has like a little cape. They have little butt capes.
You could have drawn the pack as well, and the helmet. The helmet is more Vader than Stormtrooper.
I tried to, and they look like ears.
Hold on,
This
I think
is
I've seen
bad.
this drawing from you before.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait! Ah,
Huh?
I don't know what else to do. Oh no. Should I do a hint for you guys? I'm doing a hint.
What?
I don't know how to do the hint.
Okay.
Oh,
I've drawn this one before.
Crap.
Okay, I was doing one word instead of two, like an idiot.
It's hard. Oh,
Did everybody get it?
oh.
I think everybody got it.
Daniel's
Or maybe.
Danielle has not gotten it.
Oh.
Ah,
Daniel got it.
okay.
I might have hinted at it.
I drew it last week.
It's the great anus in the sand.
That's a snowtrooper helmet.
Oh.
Oh.
'Cause I'm like, Pinocchio?
What?
That looks like Cal.
Oh, shoot. What's that thing called?
No
Oh.
idea.
On Bogano.
Oh god, I have no idea. If this is part of the games, I have no idea.
Oh, got it. Thanks, Danielle.
You're welcome. I know I don't know the name of it.
It is. I mean,
Yeah, that's part of the games I
gave
have
it
no
to me.
freaking
Yeah.
It's Ogdo
That's
Bogdo.
okay.
I just fought him on stream last week.
Ogdo Bogdo.
I hate this
Oh.
frog. Oh my gosh, I skip him every
Yeah.
time.
When he does this like two little like he, I hate him.
Okay. Oh, I don't even. All right. Okay.
Hey, it can't be any worse than Choco Snowtrooper.
Why?
Because you like oatmeal raisin.
That's actually a good guess.
Oh, that's not it.
Oh, you guys already guessed that.
Okay, the cur got it.
Oh my goodness. I'm just not spelling it correctly.
I don't.
I don't even know. I got nothing.
I had to use a reference photo for this, and it still turned out like shit. So I'm sorry.
Is it? Oh my goodness. Oh.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh.
I'm not well versed in fraud, but I do
That
recognize
was
that
good.
name.
It was really good.
I don't know who that is.
It was just Aralani, and I kept typing
She's-
Admiral, and
She's in
it was
the
like, "You're close."
Thrawn
I was
series
like,
young. She's in the Thrawn series young. She's like what, his commander or his admiral or something like that. Thrawn.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh God, hello.
All these
Dinosaur.
animals I don't know the names for.
Dinosaur.
He's so happy.
Adorable. I don't know what he is though. What? I don't know
doing
any
great.
green animals. I should know
Correctly.
this. A cute, happy turtle.
I like turtles.
And he's adorable and I love him, but I don't know
And
what he
mud?
is.
I
And there's a sun. Two
Gecko?
suns, so Tatooine.
There's something on Tatooine. It's a gecko.
It's good. I like it.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay. This guy's happy too.
Wait, what is that? Oh shit, what are they called?
That's Daniel Jose Older's character
Oh, crap. What are they called?
from a certain point of view.
Oh. I forgot what it's called too. On a
Dewback.
yeah.
Oh,
Because the stormtroopers are riding them.
Dewback. Yeah.
Oh, that thing.
Hippopotamus, and I got noodles on my back.
You did good, Kier.
I like that she made him happy.
A skull. Oh, yay.
Nice. I don't remember how these guys look.
Oh.
I'm just curious if he skipped leg day, because this dude's a beast.
Oh no! Oh, I don't remember what they're called.
Oops.
Well, this might be a specific one.
I don't
Okay,
remember
I
what
got
they're
nothing
called.
else. I don't remember the details. If I draw any more, I might confuse it.
Ah.
Climb.
No.
Oh,
Ah, no!
I can't believe I missed that one. I'm so mad at myself.
Let's go, Choco. Think about your first stroke.
Oh my god.
No.
In more ways than one.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes, I draw stick figures. Okay.
It's fine.
Oh.
Black.
oh.
What? Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nope.
It's a horrible rendition of it, but you get
I
the,
think it's good.
Moth.
Oh.
I mean, it would look like a black lightsaber, but that is in fact,
Oh, okay. Oh, balls to the walls. This is not going to be good. Hello. Nope. I want this color.
Oh, I heard that phrase in a while.
I say it quite a bit. It's kind of a problem.
okay. Oh, okay.
My hint is think color scheme. Who has this color scheme? I don't know what else to do. Wait.
I was just
Meeker got it. Meeker got it.
been there and not.
Yeah, it's just my brain.
I can't draw it, so I'm just gonna where it should be.
Dang it.
Oh. Thought of most
Yeah.
Mandalorians explode. His arm right up to him.
I was lucky to have
Wait,
guessed
what?
Boba
I don't
Fett
know what
first,
any of
and I
these
said
are.
close.
Oh, I only wrote Boba, so I didn't get a close. I was looking for a close.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get a reference picture. Hold on.
No, man, you're good.
Oh, wrong color.
Oh, that one. Oh, nuts. What's his name?
Hmm.
What's his name?
Oh, wow, that was bad. I'm so sorry.
shit.
Huh. We all said Impa.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't know what any of them were. There you
Danielle
go.
got it. She knows what it is.
Wait,
Oh.
no?
Shit, how do you spell that?
Think species.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, got
How
it.
do you spell it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Danielle.
I don't know how to
You're
spell
welcome.
it.
No, but because it was everyone's first guess, so like that's actually really it just
Oh, I missed
was
it.
looking for the person and not the
This shit is Kuzo.
Yeah.
Choose
Yeah,
one.
I had to look
that's a
Owls.
species. That's
Oh.
I had to look them up. I had to look them both up because I had no idea what either of them were.
yeah. So that's like Sav Maligan as well as Embo are both Cuso.
Oh.
Okay. Oh no! What?
Oh, sorry, you
I
do have to
forgot
pick really
to-
quickly.
Pick my thing. Whatever. It's fine. Y'all didn't want to see my drawings anyway.
Did. What's Kier got going? Whoa.
Another green thing.
Kier, are you on a drawing pad? Are you on your iPad?
I'm gonna remember that for next time. I'm gonna get on my iPad for those.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Okay.
He's also so happy.
What? Okay.
Well, you're doing really well for drawing on your laptop there, Kier. You're very
no
fast.
kidding.
Very, very fast.
She's just making good use of the tools.
What?
You should write this too, Pep.
I like that everybody's happy in her version of Star Wars. I like that, Kier.
There's no heartbreak.
Oh,
Hmm? Oh, what is that?
Okay.
What?
Oh.
I did too much. I did too much.
What did you put?
First one was speeder bike, and it was like, nope. And I was like, the hell, it's not.
Be careful.
Oh! Sorry, I'm very happy I got it that quickly.
but
That's actually really good.
what?
Um,
Oh, hey!
Oh.
How are y'all
that's
getting
not.
this?
That's not what his eyes look like. I'm so sorry.
How are y'all getting this?
Oh my god. Very short legs.
That was good
Oh,
though.
jeez. Can't believe I didn't get that.
Like a bantha.
Oh dear God and fucking heaven! Oh no!
Like a
Oh
bantha.
no! Okay. This is not. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Sorry. This is what goes. No, this is what goes through my mind when I'm really no. Erase that. How do I erase?
Just a
Erase
little back
everything.
button. Okay, that works.
Okay. Ignore those lines. Sorry. I need to go back to the pencil.
But
Can I use words, please? I'm using words. Ah.
I can't.
Oh Jesus! Wait,
Oh,
okay, it's just okay.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm so sorry, Andy Serkis. I am so sorry.
I couldn't remember his last name.
Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe in you.
Got this. Can't be any worse than my attempt
go.
at drawing Porky now.
It was just the round face at first. That's why I was like the planets.
A uterus.
I mean, sure.
Sorry.
That's my job, so that's fine.
Oh.
Make these a little bit longer.
I don't know what those are called.
Yes. Wow, Choco.
How am I so close and not at all?
Danielle, you're close.
That's what it says.
Just
can't
try
do anymore.
try a space.
Oh.
Oh, I give up.
Hey.
Okay, got it. That's no. It's really good. I don't know why my brain just wouldn't go there.
Oh, fuck off.
What was your guess?
That makes a lot of sense now, actually. Okay, now I have to go in here.
With the Y shape.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shit, hang on. Okay. This is like silver.
J Holdo? Is that her rapper name?
I think of anything else to draw.
Is she dead?
Okay, so they're dead. I don't know.
What?
Huh?
What's going on, Danielle?
Who died?
Well done.
I'm panicking.
I'm so sad now.
What am I?
What?
Huh?
Forgot it.
Oh,
The
jeez.
dog.
Oh. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That was great.
I was like,
a whole
born free,
bunch of
tall,
dead-
lost weight. I don't know.
A whole bunch of dead people. No, Kier.
Oh, Kier.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, you have to be kind of quick to pick your selections,
Yeah,
Kerr.
that's so
It's kind of
dumb.
annoying. Has a ponytail. Who the fuck has a ponytail?
Deb from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh.
Give it away.
Nope. I said 7.
That's good.
I don't know
feel
what
like I
else
should
to
know
do.
So nonchalant. Like with this.
Sorry.
I feel like I
It's way
should
too
know
big of a
this.
foot.
I
Sorry.
feel like I should know this too, but I can't think of anyone with
I
a goddamn
can't
ponytail
either.
except for Padme. What in the shit?
What is the symbol?
Yeah. Oh,
Kira.
oh, Kira. That's right. She does have the ponytail. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Is she the only one? No, Jin has one too.
Yeah,
She has a bun, like a little bun.
She used she in the end of the movie here she used Dryden Voss's patars, but I don't think she had them. I might be wrong on that though.
Why would you disconnect me? What? Oh. Oh, sweet.
Oh, I always do this one wrong.
Don't worry, I can't spell anything to save my life, so I'm surprised I got it the first time.
That's what it is. There we go.
Yay!
Thank God. That's over.
Okay. Well, okay. That ends
Didn't
this
Carrie use
episode.
blades? Technically, she used the batons when she's got the guns and the on Crimson Rain. I don't know if you've seen that comic.
Oh yeah. But the patars are Dryden's from Solo.
Yeah.
The Cusa patars. All right.
It was
so
hoisted.
that'll end this episode of Dyad in the Force. Thank you to Danielle, Young, and Marianne for being a part of this episode, and congratulations to Danielle for winning. Real fans would know. It is a
Well
huge
done.
accomplishment. It really is, because that segment is very, very frustrating.
That's so fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad. We'll start with Marianne. If you want to do any plugs or any announcements, and any final thoughts.
I do a podcast with a friend of mine. It's called Are We Forcing It? You can
Ooh.
find it on yeah, I know. We're silly. But you can find it on Spotify and anywhere you hear podcasts and stuff like that. But and you can follow me on TikTok. I talk a lot about music, and I've also gotten into Korean dramas. Don't ask me why, but I talk a lot about Star Wars music, and I'm happy to if you have requests on Star Wars music that you want me to talk about, I can talk about it. I just love talking about Star Wars music. So
Which K-drama?
What?
Which K-drama?
I have watched so many.
What are you currently
Name a few.
on?
Name a few.
Right. Okay. So I've watched The King Eternal Monarch. I've watched Crash Landing on You, which is so good but so devastating. The Bride of Habeck. I'm currently on Her Private Life, My Private Life, or something like that. There's a really cute one called Because This Is My First Life. It's so adorable.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's super cute. Kind of weird, but super cute. But I really, really like Crash Landing on You. That one is so good, but so utterly devastating. And The King Eternal Monarch is pretty good, but very bloody, but still really good.
I like that one.
Yeah, and for anyone in the chat, I'm actually going to post a link to a YouTube channel. It's called Watching Sundays. If you're interested, you should definitely check it out. It is Element 7's other channel where they review and watch K-dramas.
Ah! That's fun. I like it.
I was gonna watch if you were watching Alchemy of Souls.
That's on my list. Somebody
Okay.
suggested that to me. I'm watching Heirs right now, which honestly, all of those teenagers just need a lot of therapy right now, and I just want to kill them all. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I don't know why. I have a sister who lives in South Korea. She's actually South Korean, and so she keeps like giving me lists. Her parents keep giving me ones to watch too. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome.
And while it is not a K-drama, season 2 of Alice in Borderland dropped recently. If you watched the first season,
I've heard about
hype.
that one.
Not
very
watched
hype.
it.
Really good.
Heard about it.
It's it was a manga and then an anime, and it's one of the few live actions that's better than both. So it's on Netflix, Alice in Borderland, and it has finished with not finished. It has finished with season 2 thus far. And also, Marianne, you should watch Singles Inferno.
Okay, I'll add that to my list.
It's fun. It's a fun.
I like all the suggestions.
Young.
TikTok at Lethal Youngling, and there are more of us on Spotify and Apple. Yes, and we drop every Tuesdays, and we're finally back.
Nice.
Shout out to JComic7.
Yes. He also just started writing for I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but he started writing for Comic Book Resources, I think it is. So I think if you just type in his name, Jamal Keels, Keels, you'll be able to find some of his articles, and he gets a little something if people click on his articles and read them. So support him.
That is cool.
We'll finally have a voice at CBR that we can trust. I don't know if that's the same thing. Is it comic book? No. Well, CBR is resources, right?
I don't remember exactly.
I'm hoping Choco knows.
I do not. I just know it as CBR.
Okay. Well, shout out to J Comics and Jamal on that one. We'll keep an eye out for his articles. And Danielle.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for having me on. I am, as it says down here, written in the Star Wars on TikTok, on that side, and Danny S394 on Twitter, and I just talk all about the clones, which most people know. So.
Which, by the way, welcome back, Danielle. I've missed you.
Thanks. I went on a little break.
And then all of a sudden you popped up. I'm like, there she is.
Yeah. I actually told Marianne, it's like, I haven't seen Danielle in a while, and then you popped up with your Bad Batch stuff, like, she's back, and she's seen, 12 episodes? I'm very jealous, but also very well deserved. So I was like,
Bad Batch back.
Bad Batch back.
You're just gonna, I think you're gonna do everything you can to make that a thing, right?
I mean, it's my thing. I don't expect anyone else to ever say it. I probably would cringe to hear it, but it's fun
It's
to
already
say.
made the thumbnail.
Yep.
But also shout out to Danielle because it's really, really late right now, right? We're early for you.
Yeah, it's quite early, but I like talking on this. So.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Marianne, for calling in. I know how difficult it can be to call into a live show, but you did it.
We're quite intimidating people.
Yes. And it is relatively new for us to take live calls, but we encourage everyone that's watching, if you ever want to be part of the conversation, you have something to say about a topic that we're talking about, you can always find the link in the top of the chat or go to dyadintheforce.com/call to join us. And you can also probably, sometimes win some cool prizes for playing our games. We love to play games on this show.
Yes.
And 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 I would like to reiterate that we will be revamping our book club as well, so stay tuned for that. It will happen before Dyad in the Force. We will do live discussions beforehand, and then move into Dyad in the Force.
I love talking about books. I love it.
And we will be restarting the server too. So we will be doing one book a month. And if there's any indecision as to which book you want to read, then follow along with us and talk to us about it. But yeah, Choco, any final thoughts?
Just a pleasure to talk to y'all. More games to come as well. You know, even before this, I pitched an idea for an additional game. But yeah, I think we're gonna make this a whole lot of cool, fun Star Wars games. Yeah.
You know, and just to, I think we can tease it a little bit. It's going to be a little bit like Taboo.
I love Taboo.
Huh?
I love Taboo. That and Catchphrase. My friends and I play it all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the next one that's coming.
I mean, personally, I hate Catchphrase, but that's
yeah.
You have to make it in a theme. Like my friends and I, at one point, we played it to where we had to relate the word to something in the Game of Thrones universe. That made it really difficult, but also really fun.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's fun.
No, I don't like the scoring for Catchphrase because like it doesn't matter if you make them guess it. It's a hot potato and you land. It doesn't, you know. But yeah, we're gonna make y'all make all those good Star Wars words.
In general, I like the direction of this show going from like, you know, spending a couple, maybe like a half hour on announcements and you know, a relevant topic, and then making the back half just pure fun and games and variety. You know, maybe we'll have Mark Hamill on one of these days. Wink, wink. But
That's the goal.
yeah, that's the goal. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you to everyone in the chat for tuning in. We'll let you guys go and have the rest of your nights back, or in Danielle's case, the rest of your day, or sleep, whatever is next in your in your sequence of events. But that's it. On to the next one.
For light and for life.
We're all the Republic.
And may the Force be with you always.